Hello. Just another video. I'll just be a quite short one. This is from my Tesla Model 3. Um, I thought I'd talk about things not to do with the car so much as but the way things are going at the moment with this COVID thing. Everyone's under huge pressure, and rules are changing every day. And the rules, of course, don't apply to everybody. It just applies to me. It applies to the majority, but there's a select few who rules and laws they don't apply to. They can do what they like. Decisions being made in the UK. We're going to carry on with the H2, which is a train system from London to Birmingham, from Birmingham to Manchester, and it's going to cost. It's going to cost 102 billion pounds. And that's just the estimates at the moment, and of course that would change that would go up and up and up. And it crossed my mind that I don't think you wouldn't think we'd got 102 billion pounds to throw away, because this rail link uh, isn't for people to have holidays or anything like that, because it's from London to Birmingham. It's more for business people. It's basically made for business people. But what has been proved is that business people can work just as easily from their terminal at home as their terminal at work. So they might just as well work from home, in which case makes the H2 thing even more absurd. I know the government said don't go to work because you might catch the disease, and now they're saying because there's billionaire companies, coffee companies that are finding it a bit hard. The billionaires aren't quite as rich as they were. So they're saying, no, you should go to work. Don't stay at home. Go to work if you can. So that's another U-turn. But say, this is H2. As I say, it's people who prove they can work from home fine, and less pollution and less cost and less everything. But it's hindering the multi-billionaire companies, so they want you to go to work. Want you to have take a bit of a risk and go to work. And the numbers, since we've been out of lockdown now for a couple of months, and I think I made a video. I mean, I'm no genius, but I made a video. You see, and I said, well, watch the numbers go flying up, and of course the numbers have gone up. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Well, wouldn't they? So the numbers have gone up. And now they're thinking about shutting down. They're just shutting down bits and pieces of the country where the numbers are going up. So, and that's the way it's going to be. And Christmas is coming, and I'm not talking about celebrations. I'm talking about the winter, when lots of flu will be about, and people will think they've got COVID, and people will just have the flu, and all hell will break loose. And what's the result? I don't know. Anyway, getting back to this HS2 waste of 102 billion pounds. Now, it's occurred to me, I thought, this is crazy, because no one's going to be using this train for 102 billion. And I thought, is it just for employment? Is it just to give people a job? Is it just like giving a person a job digging holes and giving another person a job filling them in? Just jobs for the sake of jobs. And I've got a feeling it probably is. It's like Trident in this country. We've got Trident defence system, which costs billions and we'll never use. And we've got it, but then other countries don't have it, so why do we need it anyway? And then is that another hole proposition? Trident is digging a hole and then employing somebody else to fill it in, just a job for the sake of a job, which I suppose is a bit of a point. And, well, maybe that's fine. Maybe we should be just digging holes and filling holes and being employed like that. Or maybe we should change the whole system and have a minimum wage for people, adults, when they get to, 16, 18, whatever. Get minimum wage if they work or not. There's no such thing as unemployment, so they get minimum wage whether they work or they don't work. because we've technology's coming in. The technology is well, doing the jobs. So there's less jobs, but realistically, the world has got, well, everyone knows this, but nobody seems to mention it. The world's got too many people. And it's actually because we're so good at medical things and so good at people are living older. Through the technology, people are living longer. So and we've got no wars at the moment, thank goodness. But the population is going up and up and up, and the jobs are getting done by machines and technology. So what are we going to do? Well, say my personal thing is that it should be a minimum wage for all people, and if people want to earn more money, they get a job, and the money they get from their job will be on top of the minimum wage. I can't think of any other way, because the population is getting bigger and bigger. So there's no other way around this, really. I say this train thing, it's an artificial job. It's like a space race, going to space. Another artificial job, artificial means of employment. Because there's no benefit out of it. Certainly no benefit out of H2. And it is just a job made up. Job just for the sake of jobs. And the rules and regulations, as I say, are coming in to say don't go out, do go out. Don't mix with people, do mix with people. Whatever makes us fancy it. And they're trying to, I know it's difficult because they're trying to balance. They're trying to balance the finances with how many dead people we're going to have. Or can the National Health Service cope with it all? So it's not easy. It's no good. We're a bit like we're trying to sort out the mess we got in the first place because we imported it. I know it came from China, but we're an island. We brought it in. We knew about it and we still brought it in. But that's by the by because that's in the past. We can't fix the past so well. So you've got to stick. So we're with it now. And we can't get rid of it because we have to have people coming in and out. We have to have imports and exports. So it won't go away. The only chance is a cure. I don't think that's really. Will it be years? People say it'll be the end of this year. It won't be the end of this year. They might be able to help it a bit by saving people's lives, but it still means that the National Health Service be absolutely, be crushed by people there. There are so many people with it trying to be cured. So that would just go on and on and on, a bit gloomy. I know I'm always gloomy, aren't I? But it's a lovely day today. The sun's out. Yeah. So what's my conclusion? Well, I conclude we need less people. If you're very, very harsh, should I say this? But you could say COVID's not doing a good enough job, is it? Now that's a harsh line, but I'm sure many governments throughout the world have thought, do you know what we can often do is losing some old people. But they really want to lose millions of old people. The country, the world needs a population sliced in half. And behind doors, I'm sure governments are saying we could do with a lot of old folk going because it's financially beneficial. It's beneficial to the world. But I'm an old person, so I'm not exactly saying this is a great idea. But it is a great idea as far as facts and figures. And if you've got a spreadsheet of life and saying, here's a spreadsheet, if we lose these people, keep these people, what would happen? And I know they say, well, if we lose a lot of old people, that would be rather good for the world. And if any conspiracy theories, this is I'm just talking bollocks now, but any conspiracy theories say, well, the China made this disease to just kill old people, because China's got loads of old people because they brought in their one child per family thing to reduce their population. The only country that have actually tried to reduce their population, and everyone throughout the world rubbing arms about it, and so they've stopped doing it. But what can you do if you need to reduce the population? Nothing else you can do is set bump people off. So and we're not doing that. So you could say China have made this disease to kill old people. Well, I don't think they're that clever. They could get a disease just to pick out one thing. But nature apparently is that clever, because nature's come out with something to bump off some old folk. But which is very sad. And in the long term, long term, very good for the world, unless it changes into something which is worse, which it apparently is slightly doing now. But the government's saying that a lot of young people, well, let's say young people are getting it. Well, I always thought young people got it. I thought they caught it as much as anyone else. It's just they survived it. And a young fit person could actually get it and not know they had it, because it's had such a small effect on them, young fit people. Well, that's about it, really. What should I talk about? There's nothing else, really. Nice sunny day, car's beautiful and wonderful. And I'm going to go now with more gloom and doom. If I can think of something better, I'll tell you what, I'll take my... do a little look round. I shall give you a little look round. Hang on a sec. Yeah, this is a view from Epsom Downs. Unfortunately, you can't see very well because it's a bit in the distance, but I can see it really well because I haven't got super duper equipment. I've tried to zoom a bit, but to very little effect. Yes, that's about it, really. Yeah, let's see what else we can see. Nope, that's about it. This is the view from in my car, my lovely Tesla. There's my screen. That's where I am. Oh, it's a cute thing that Tesla's got now. It's one of the things they keep making advancements. So it's one thing that's quite nice. I should just do the commands. So hang on, just press the right hand thing on the steering wheel. Close mirrors. It's quite cute, isn't it? Press it again. So you press button on the steering wheel. That comes up. Open mirrors. Open mirrors. Isn't that great? Actually, isn't. Well, it's a bit of a gimmick, really. No, it is great, because if you're going down a narrow road and you want to close the mirrors, you don't want to go into the screen. A lot of these voice commands is to save you going into the screen, because the screen isn't really something you want to play with while you're driving at 70 miles an hour, or down a country lane at less than 70 miles an hour, where it's narrow. You don't really want to mess about too much. But this is inside of my car. I've got some rubbish in it now because I've just made myself a sandwich, and I should go now and think of something better to say next week. Yeah, see you later. Bye-bye, folks.